COVID, lockdown, work from home, no biking, no hiking, no trekking. What to do? Was getting bored. Not enough calories burned throughout the day, so don't get sleep quite early. How to spend those sleepless hours is the question I had. The answer to that was let's practice some of our old pencil moving skills or oil pasting using skills. Tried that. The effect is not really great because I am not a professional, but then yes, the standard of work has been improving. So let's show you what I'm doing. How you could easily or in a simpler way recreate a color poster or a color picture. So I'll just try and see if we can get through with poor drawing and not that great coloring skills, but the output to look somewhat appealing so that you don't feel bad about the drawing at the end of the story. This is always art after dark, so that's my workspace. Some Faber-Castell color pencils, some basic stationery, pen, eraser, a 15 centimeter scale, and some brushes. That's the artwork today that we are going to try. That's a still from Iron Man, and a bowl to probably sharpen your pencils. Sharpen pencils are always good. So art after dark will need a table lamp. That's my lamp. It has an ashtray, but I use it as a pen stand. And there is the oil pastel. I'll use if at all required. And don't forget to have some music either in your ears or somewhere around you to keep you entertained while you work. So let's see, we have 3-4 basic components in this image. The background, the Iron Man. Within the Iron Man, the hand is one portion to me. Head is another portion to me. This part of the body over here till the time that you see enough light on the subject is one portion. And the part below wherein the shadows are more and there is less of highlights is the last portion to me. Okay, that's my work pad. It's a A5 page. That's all. And on this A5 page, let's see, what we are trying to do is roughly we'll just segregate the whole page into as per what our Iron Man requirement is. So we need a divisor line, a very light one. It need not be perfect. So let's divide the page into 4 quadrants. Now where are our components lying? So more or less we need this much room for the headspace. Okay. Let's say that the Iron Man torso is somewhere on the mid of the page, and let's say it's leaning out till this portion, and then probably it's ending out somewhere here. The hand probably is slightly off center. You see that blue line over here, this line, this is on the image. This is not something that I've created, so we could use such points for references on your drawing book. As you can see, it is slightly above the mid portion, so let's have another line which depicts that line roughly. The hand started a little above, so we'll take the hand starting from here. It ended a little below, so we'll end it here. That's his fist delivering a punch. From over here, there's the shoulder portion. It's not the shoulder, probably it's the shoulder cap extended. Then you have this could be the shoulder. That is your head. This is somewhat the portion of the head over here. This could get completed like that. The arm extends a bit. It somewhat closes over here. Cool. And that's the shoulder blades. Then we have the torso going in for the legs. The legs somewhat wrap up here. So after the first iteration of this pathetic drawing, we do a couple of more iterations to get the drawing somewhat close, and then let's start working with colors. That's the version 2 of the drawing. Now it looks somewhat Iron Man like. We'll erase the whole drawing so that we don't see any pencil marks, and all we see is the traces of that hard pressed pencil line which is still seen after you have erased the drawing. That's the version post erasing. These are 24 shades of Faber-Castell basic entry-level pencils. And these are the Faber-Castell 12 shades watercolor pencils. These are also entry level watercolor. So basically, in a nutshell, the effect of watercolor pencils is that if you use pencils the way you should, and then you could use a flat brush with some plain water and give strokes to places, so it looks as if you did some watercolor painting. So it's more or less a 24 plus 12 36 shade color box that I have. So let's remove the colors that you don't want to touch at all, and I'll start the coloring part. Let's go quick. Stage 3 of basic coloring is complete. We just assumed certain shades from this to be certain colors here. So I have a change of thought. Since we use the watercolor pencils in some places and we have a blend of watercolor pencils as well as normal pencils, I'm going to do some brush with water thingy and then draw some black outlines, and that will be the end of it.